and it could have covered this whole area. But because of the trees that were burned, some of the companies have contracted with the forestry department, and they're allowed to go and cut them and then take them and use them for, and mill them into lumber for houses or, whatever they use it for.
Kui sa näed, et siin on hästi palju neid autosid sõitavate puude peal, see oli sellepärast, et paar aastat tagasi oli siin suur tuli ja nüüd nendel on tegelikult kasulik, et inimesed lihtsalt võtavad puud ära ja viivad ära ja siis ohutub.
Artifacts that are of historical, then yes, you have to turn those in. They typically go to a museum. But for if you're looking for rocks, or you're looking, even if it was just some sort of buried treasure or something, some bandit from years ago, stashed their their gold coins or whatever, or their silver coins. That's yours. In fact, there was a guy up here with a metal detector. It wasn't too far away, probably within 10, 15 miles, 20 kilometers. He found a bunch of old coins 200 years old. I mean, it was like worth $2 million. That's, we're going to be climbing in elevation. And you can tell Dad to take notice that the trees will be different. Whereas back where we are at the cabin, where you guys are staying, there's oak trees. Notice there's less oak trees and more pine trees. The higher we go up in elevation, the more of the pine type trees that you see, and the less of the what we call conifers. In other words, the oak trees and the trees that lose leaves. We'll see more of the mountains as we go up higher in elevation. Now you can see where the fire, it burned right to the shores. So when we go up there, most of that area is all burned. And we can find a spot and we can hike around. I'll pull off the side of the road, we can hike around and we can see some of the damage that was done by the fire. Away from that area, because it went back there. Yeah, there it is. That's the one right there. It's pretty clear to me that that's where it is. Yeah, and our elevation is 4,200 feet.
Yeah, I can see you. You want to see?
Yeah.
He's sitting. His back is towards us.
That probably means they have eggs, and the other one's probably out hunting. That's a good. Yeah, that would be a great picture. In fact, near that too.
What of animals get trapped in here?
No, I'm sure there's some fish probably go over, but then that just leads down into the rivers anyway. But now, I mean, deer will swim, okay, closer from here, and then that's the spillway where it actually goes and flows down.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of
Oh, yeah.
lock it with a gate. But doesn't mean that you can't go in. It just means that you can't take a motorcycle or a car or a truck or something like that. It's sad after a while.
Oh, yeah.
But it does open up some of the views. For the most part, yeah. If you have a loan, in other words, if you have to borrow money, the bank, whoever loans you the money to buy your house, insists that you have homeowners insurance. But if you own the house outright and you don't owe any money on it, you don't have to have insurance. But if it burns down to the ground, you just lost all of that.
Your home is secure because there is like a old green and no.
Well, yes and no. I mean, there's a lot of forest out where my ranch is, and where Christopher and Alona are, there's a lot of trees that are close by to the house.
Yeah.
So firefighters did a good job on stopping the fire. I mean, it took them, it was burning for a month or more. Christopher believes that you should just let it run wild the way nature intended it. Because he believes the reason why forest fires are so bad is because we've managed the forest so well, fires, that it builds up the underbrush, and when it does start, there's no way to stop it.
That makes sense a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean, before airplanes, 100 years ago, 300 years ago, when only the Indians were here, they didn't have a way to stop forest fires. They just stopped naturally.
Alla 5 natukene. Yeah, we're gram below 5,000 right now.
Oh, just below 5,000?
Yeah.
Scary part about riding a motorcycle out here is, well, one, the lack of people, which is what you come for, but there's no signal. If you want to get some pictures of this, I can probably pull over somewhere, or we can keep going around. Because I think if we get around that, we'll still be able to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get higher.
It's nice. probably pretty respectful of the roads. Because again, this really doesn't lead to any place. Looks like all they did was plow enough to keep one lane open. A place called Loon Lake. Loon Lake is the entrance to what it's called the Rubicon. The Rubicon is a trail that all these guys with Jeeps and four-wheel drives, they travel just because they like traveling over rocks and bumps. Famous people come from everywhere to drive on the Rubicon.
So it's like an off-road hotspot.
It is exactly, yeah. You can explain that one to Dad, but yeah, that's the best way of describing it. It's an off-road hotspot. Let me see if I can back up. Maybe we can get out and walk some of this. I hope Alona's chicken's going to be okay.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It was sad to see.
She really loves her animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see all the granite rock out there? I pulled my motorcycle right there and taken pictures before. That's a nice. There's a lot of good photo opportunities here.
Oh, each of these stones can come down any minute. That's pretty big.
Yeah, they can come down at any minute. Now you can tell the dad that, believe it or not, you can find seashells up this high of elevation.
Kujutad ette, et siin saab isegi leida merekarpe siin üleval, et kunagi varem siin kõik oli veeand.
Ookeani põhi on.
Yes, Okay, and the reason being is, like I was telling you before, the Pacific Ocean is a plate, and the
Came up.
well, it went under. Yeah, actually, it came up. Actually, I think it went underneath, and then it got pushed up, and that's why you can find seashells at these really high elevations. See, this is all rock. It's all.
Laatid läksid üksteise alla ja lükkasid maad.
This was all ocean bottom at one time. I'm gonna pull right here for a second in case anybody wants to do some photos.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Actually, I should get all three of you guys with that as the backdrop. Could be a lookout station that has the tower part of it. As I'm not sure, but to the right of the tall tower, maybe. I don't know if that's a building or, because a lot of times they're on stilts.
Oh, there's a building.
I don't have a car license at all.
You say there's a lake. That's Loon Lake. Oh wow, that one's still got. Okay, that one's got snow on it. There's the Loon Lake camping set. Okay, so wow, this one's frozen. I am surprised at that.
Väike järv siin ja
Part of it is.
Siiamaani jääs. Pooleldi.
Oh, wow. Rubicon Trail. You at least got to take you to the Rubicon Trail. 'Cause that's pretty much world famous.
Oh, the road is blocked.
Is it?
I guess. Yeah.
Or she could be doing the same thing we're doing. It's just looking and taking pictures.
ongi tee kinni.
The road is blocked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can see the snow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sellest teeme pilti kohe.
Could be. Yeah, it does look like it.
I'm just
Yeah, better play it safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're up here.
Yeah.
we're so
We're a
cold.
long way. Now that guy came up. Lack of oxygen.
Yeah. Tagasitee.
And pretty much all of the stuff that we've been driving through since we left town is all national forest land. If you wanted to live here, you could put a tent there and live there year round if you could survive. I would much rather live in an area like this. But when I was young, I had a family and I had a wife and I had to support these people. And the best chance for me to do that was where the jobs were. The jobs were in the city. So, you know, I made a compromise. As soon as they laid me off, I was no longer working. So I moved up here.
So it kind of came as a present.
Yeah,
for you,
kind of. Yeah,
this opportunity.
You could say that, Hego. It was kind of. I mean, I'd still be working today if they hadn't got rid of me. But better to lay off somebody my age who's pretty much established in life, as opposed to laying off, say, a young man who's, you know, got a couple of young kids and a house payment and is cold for a long time, and they do salt the roads and sand the roads. Those cars, you're not going to find those cars out there because they rust away.
Yeah, it's a nice place to live in.
It is. It is nice. It'd be nicer if there weren't so many people in California.
Tappas kõrvad kinni.
What we did was we took a big circle. Okay. I just wanted you to see little different country on the way back, rather than the same stuff we saw. And you know, plus this is an easier road to drive. But it gets to the point where you know you can hardly take them out.
Places where you can go in the evening to listen for music and stuff. And it was cool.
Yeah.
City.
Yeah, Georgetown has 3 bars, but those aren't for socializing. They're more for the people that are drinking.
Yeah.
And where we live up here, it's what I call a drinking culture, because there's not a lot of things to do from an entertainment standpoint. So a lot of the local people, they just turn to drink, to alcohol or beer. They drink. And,
It's boring. Have to find a way to entertain themselves.
well, that's the whole point. People are only bored when they don't know how to entertain themselves or keep busy.
Yeah.
In any of these little areas, like right over here where you see where the grass is down, this is where the deer sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, the deer hang out behind here, but we've also had the fox hang out here too.
Hmm.
Vast on vesi midagi välja puhknud.
Remember, everything's slippery, Helen.
Yeah.
Well, now it's too dark to be able to see anything that's shiny in there. But with this thing, water was flowing so much and so quickly during the heavy rains. I mean, this is where you look for the rocks and the gold and stuff. But right now, it's too dark to be able to see anything.
It would be fun to just have a gold spray.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Just look at
Drew, I was up there with a long tab bit a month or two back and cut all this. I was so pleased that I was kind of halfway.
Pretty nice up here.
Это лучше?
You can see the roof to my carriage house, the blue one, right there. To give you an idea where we are.
Oh yeah.
Медленно боком. Nagu mingi tipusapaska ilma.
Tipukakk.
Mingi tipukakk.
Veiko kuiv puu, vaata kui palju siit saaks.
Do I look like Mexican?
Yeah.
Coming over the border.
Taco, burrito.
Takka!
Me võime tegelikult minna sinna
Silla juurde, kus see oli.
kus kristallid olid.
Lähme.
Kris!